Good morning, my lovelies. This Miss Jacob coming straight from that spiking star, aka the messenger. For it's always a message. Miss Jacob always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what Miss Jacob is trying to say. Remember, I'm just an outsider looking into your devil's world, seeing things that you just don't see. Okay, but the name of this video was called What's on My Mind? You know, it's always something on his mind of mine. I don't even know where to begin half the time because it just be popping up. If it ain't one thing, it's always something else that's going on, like always. But let me just say this, my last video, I was in my bag because like, you gotta understand something is that I made a special request this Hanukkah season. While everybody was out celebrating Christmas, going to Christmas parties, I was celebrating Hanukkah. Okay, that's what we do. So every time we celebrate the feast days, we get blessed. We keep the Sabbath, we get blessed. When we are advocate out here for the poor, widow, and orphan, we get blessed. Okay, so I made a special request. And then you got these Easter Bunny, pagan, heathen Santa Claus worshipers that sit in high places gonna call themselves trying to put a padlock on my camp out spot. No, they don't keep the Sabbath. They don't honor the feast days or nothing. Everything that they got, they had to hurt people to get. They hurt people. They hurt people to get. All right, no, I work hard. All right. It's a commitment. It's a daily, lifelong commitment that I made that I was going to live right. And I shall be blessed in the land. And the land is wherever I'm at, not no specific land. That's where people get it twisted. The land is everywhere that you go is a land, all right? So I made a special request. I sowed good, great seed. Okay, my light shine, and I went out here and be a blessing to somebody else. Okay, so I sowed good, great seed, and I made this request for that camp out spot, and here comes these devils that sit in high places. All right. Anywho, enough of that. That's what that was. Okay. Now, they have this thing called. Before I get started, people need to be careful, and I always tell people this: you gotta watch the names that you call yourself and watch what you choose to attach to your name. So they have this thing called MAID, which is medical assistance in dying. That's what it stands for, medical assistance in dying. And who qualifies? Have people with serious illnesses, disease, disability, be in advanced state of decline that can't be reversed, experience unbearable physical or mental suffering from illnesses, diseases, a decline. Okay, so all these people that's sitting up here talking about, oh, they depressed, oh, they got ADHD, oh, they've been having psychiatric problems since they was a kid, and then you got people that just like, you know, playing a game just to get that SSI check. You know what I'm saying? They go to these doctors and let these doctors cut their legs off and all this and all that just to get a check. Okay, them type of people. You gotta watch what you call yourself because they got laws and they secretly implementing these laws. So they might put it on hold. So it says, the website says, or the Google says, oh, they postponed it to 2020 something, but at any given time, they can activate these laws, okay? So again, you gotta watch the names that you call yourself. Just because like me, I like to sleep in late. I don't like waking up at 6 o'clock. I like to sleep in till like 11, 12, 1 o'clock. Sometimes the whole damn day. I don't feel like waking up. I don't feel like being bothered. That doesn't mean that I suffer from depression because I don't want to be bothered today. No, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to have good days. It's okay to have bad days. But listen, attaching that type of stuff to your name, it's like going fishing and see what kind of fish you could get onto the rod. And that's what people are. You know, they threw the spider web out there and they got a lot of people. And yes, they can do that because they own you. So yeah, they have a right to decide whether you live or whether you die. And it's just sad all the way around the board because this is how you feel about yourself. If you feel that way about yourself, why are you here? You gotta watch how you feel about yourself. Oh, I don't want to be here. There's a couple people on my page. Oh, I don't want to be here. Oh, I don't. What you mean you don't want to be here? Like what? But yeah, they have what you call MAID, medical assistance in dying. So yeah, so you know, and that's not even a good way of dying. You know what I'm saying? Because you weren't at peace. You have to be at peace. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people is just not at peace. But enough of that. What else I got going on? Yeah, so I wanted to say something real quick, right? Because a lot of people get this twisted. Me personally, my day, I don't do much, right? I don't do much. So my day is very, very basic. I told you I don't have no job. I work for the Lord. Okay, I work for the Lord. So I don't have no regular job working for nobody, or a lot of stuff is just not really that serious. So you got a lot of people that's fake busy, right? So this whole thing, when the lights go out, when they turn the lights out, okay, it's going to be in a means of, oh, you have to go to work. You won't think in your mind that you got to go to work. Oh, I got to go on an interview with Vlad TV, and we got to talk about my new album and these features I got on my album. It's going to be something like that. Like, you're going to be thinking that you're going on an interview with Vlad TV, and come to find out that reality is over with. It's over now. You know what I'm saying? I say all that to say this. Half the stuff that people talk about, what they going to do, they ain't going to have time to do it. You're just not going to have no time. It's power in a lot of stuff, and a lot of people sitting on their power. And it's sad because you have two different, you have the actual name, and then you have a character that a person is playing out. So they're playing out this character, and they don't know they op. The biggest op is the corporation. But let me just say this: never get content with being at the bottom. Too many people is content being at the bottom. Here's an example: you got two females, one Latina and the other one Cushite. I don't call y'all black because that's not who you are. You got to know who you are. Anywho, they're Kush and Canaan, right? So you got two females, one Latina, one Cushite. They both in the military. They both took their oath to be in the military. Guess what? The Latina chick, not only she was in the war in Iraq, but she was also in the war in Afghanistan as well. And not only that, but she got sworn in by Joseph Martin to work at the Pentagon. What did the Cushite do? She never fought no wars in Iraq nor Afghanistan. So what's she doing in the military? Packing guns in the warehouse. You see, and she's content with that. I can't be content with being at the bottom. I gotta up my vibe. I gotta up that. I can't be content with being at the bottom. And I say all that to say this, and it's the same thing with this person. You got the actual name, Raheem Fuquan, and he's playing the role of a bronze man, okay? You know, bronze, copper is power and that stuff. Bronze, copper, iron, steel. He's playing the character of steel, Iron Man, okay? Fuquan Mustafa is playing the role of Iron Man, not realizing his enemy is breaking him down because you're not Iron Man and you're not Bronze Man. You're just like the rest of your peers. Okay, you could have been better than them, but if you would have just stepped outside, but instead he decided to, let's just say 1 foot in and 1 foot out and all this and all that. Nah, you got to be in it to win it. And again, all that stuff you talk about, once the lights go out, you ain't even going to have no time for all that, because you're going to be thinking in your mind, you have to meet your appointment with Vlad TV to talk about your album and all these distractions. But that reality ended a long time ago, and you did nothing when the signs was right in front of your face. But anywho, I'm about to get off this. Time is of the essence for the devil's world. That reality is crumbling, man. I'm tired of this fake food, man. I just want to go to sleep, and by the time I wake up, this whole nightmare is over with. I'm tired of the fake food, the bioengineered food. I'm just sick of it. I'm just so over it. And this stuff got the nerve to cost so much money, and places want to try to rob you and beat you out of money. But anywho, I'm about to be off this. Hey, listen. Watch the names that you call yourself. They coming out with that MAID. MAID, assistance in dying. Watch the names that you call yourself. This Miss Yaakov looking into your world, seeing things that you just don't see. I'm out here.